from the world itself, to the towns and cities, to residential streets, to the business industry. They all seem to follow a grid-like pattern. When flying above the Earth, it could be argued it looks just like a motherboard. Influencers such as Michelle Gibson have often compared the Earth to a circuit board. A circuit board is a piece of physical technology that allows for the assembly of electrical circuits or data circuits on a horizontal layer of material. With the infrastructure acting as a free energy generating grid system, something we seem to see the remnants of, the remains of an older world, an advanced ancient civilization which seems to have been wiped from our history. This electromagnetic grid doesn't just consist of the man-made infrastructure, but also the natural features, such as the trees, plants, and ourselves are all part of this energy system, leading to ourselves having the ability to do many things. Our energy we can use to transmute, empower ourselves and others, or our energy can be stolen. Myself and Michelle Gibson often highlighting this as energy harvesting. All of our entertainment, concerts, theme parks, sporting and racing events, just to name a few, all take our energy or change our energy. The news, the propaganda, the working system of 9 to 5, politics, are all there, again, to take or change energy. You essentially are like a battery who starts off full and complete and is slowly drained. The key seems to be going within, finding the source of that energy, to be able to once again empower that cell or self, which again is like a battery. We as humans, as batteries, have a lifespan. Generally, old age is the end of our battery. As humans, as a battery, as spirit contained in the physical, we have a lifespan. Generally, old age is the end of the battery's life before the energy leaves its inhabited home. And this even relates to our money, our currency. Currency in terms of money is a form of payment used in countries, and this links to the currents of our river or the currents of energy. Currents of a river described as water moving in a river, and energy described as a stream of charged particles such as electrons or ions moving through an electrical conductor or space. The energy of the earth is in all things moving through the whole of our existence, meaning we are in the river itself, the river of life. We essentially swim in the energy, unseen this is to us. It is us and it is all around us. If only we learn to control this and not let it be manipulated. Like any circuit board or grid system, there are key elements, key parts, such as the battery. The battery is a device that produces electricity that may have several primary or secondary cells arranged in parallel or series, as well as a battery source of energy which provides a push or a voltage of energy to get the current flowing in a circuit. The old buildings of the world, such as star forts, may well have acted as these. But from our concert halls to opera houses to churches and cathedrals to towers and skyscrapers, they all play a part in the new grid system. What we have found over time is the destruction of this grid system. On a circuit, this generally happens when the circuit is overloaded. This can be accidental or man-made. In our case, we argue it is man-made, and the earth is essentially being manipulated to the point it's damaging the circuit. As we can see when we look at a circuit board manipulated, the damage it causes. We only have to imagine this as our Earth. The sparks and flicks of energy could be seen as the events on the Earth, such as wildfires we have recently experienced and other like disasters. When we think of the 9/11 event and the damage it caused across the world, across the grid, and compare that to the damaging of an element of a circuit board, which then affects other parts of that circuit, it is easily seen. Then in regard to the process of mining and underground explosions and how that could relate to a circuit board and potential problems. Our factories, our gasworks, such as the explosion in Oxford last year, big industry of all type, seem to resemble parts of a circuit board. We could look at other avenues to help us see this. Maybe SimCity, a game that has grown over time and developed. Looking back at the game and the grid system employed and the god-like control you had really links to the elites in the control of the world, its grid, its people and the events that take place. Like in SimCity, mostly all are caused by the controller. Yes, they are destroying the grid, attempting to keep us under control and take our power, but as stated before, you are that very energy, so are the trees in nature. We are the purest form of that energy. We can use our own energy to spread love and not fear. We can choose another way, a way in which we help the world and not help destroy it. The inversion is clear to see, the attack on truth, light and purity, and this is not only a physical attack on the earth and us, but also a spiritual one, a mental one and an emotional one. The social media, iPhones, Facebook, Instagram, movies and news, all there to help manipulate and control the populations for the benefit of a few. My message: wake to the truth of the manipulation and control. From here we break that control they have. We take that back and then we work on ourselves to build not only better people but a better world, in aid of returning to a place we are all shown is fantasy, but we all know is truth and has been hidden. Love and light.